Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium and the home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Rambling Wreck is here, and these fans have been waiting since early in the day to get this one cranked up. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the TCU Horned Frogs taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
To throw, it's Hoover. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Going to sling it on second down. The short hands, it's Payne. Finds a crease at the 20. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise. Continued to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, where you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Quick release on the RPO. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
This move just oozes confidence, going for it on fourth down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
To the ground with the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hosley. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
He uncorks one deep. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Here's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia State is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Northwestern. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On target to the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And from a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's King. Going for the big play. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On the move. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Moving away from pressure. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Horned Frogs get enough for the 1st down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. And some room to work. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is most dangerous.
On the run, it's Payne. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Hoover. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Rutherford. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And just like that, with the big play, they're set up as he goes out of bounds at the 18.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have very little chance of catching this quarterback because he's so special. You better put some more speed on the field.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The toss sweep to the right. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's James. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Wants to throw again. Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air. It's Hoover. Rushes on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. He got it. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's King. Under fire. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Sets up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll try the run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
TCU 24, Georgia Tech 21.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it out. It's Hosley. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's King. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Rutherford. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Calls his own number. Breaks the tackle. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one that the quarterback run game was going to be a big part of what this offense is trying to do. And after that last carry, this guy's now got over 100 yards rushing.
Unloads quickly. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Unloads to the right. He's got an open man.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The RPO, it's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off. Drive. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again. You got to pass those tests.
They just needed inches. Instead, they lost 3 feet. What a play by the defense.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pollock.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? On the move. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
And I love these designed runs, goal-to-go situations. Gotta have it. I know I get an extra blocker with now my quarterback running the football, being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And what a great way to start the second half if you're on defense. You did some really good things in that first half, and so you set the tone here early by getting a sack, and you are sending a clear message to this offense. This second half ain't going to be easy.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, going up top. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
They booted away on fourth down. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Making side adjustments here. Try to get it to the edge. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
That might have been a touchdown-saving tackle right there. Offensively, nice play call going with the toss to get that running back to the outside. I'm telling you, if he makes that guy miss, that might have been 6.
Got the first down and more. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A first down for the offense. Reads it, fires complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
Set to advance on the football.
And he's going to try to return this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
TCU.
That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it.
Successful. And making the score, Georgia Tech 35, TCU 32.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hobson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pressure coming. Caught close to the marker. It's Rutherford. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Pucks it out of the air. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Offense in an empty set. To the air, it's Hoover. Makes the catch, it's James. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching.
It's a running room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They'll test the right side. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! A great catch and run for 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding, pounding, pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man, it's King. Catch in the middle, it's Rutherford. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeps it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rutherford. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's King. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The Yellow Jackets are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. They'll run play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give on the inside. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. picked off. That's number 15 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looks as if he's going to run it. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After losing yardage on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 10. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the inside give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that for Palmer. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account, and it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll take it himself. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
TCU, 39.
He'll bring it out. It's Bailey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Dropping back, it's Hoover. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, the offense pops it up, and they were on the move.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.